And there's been a dramatic twist to the Delhi riot investigation. The Nizamuddin Markaz has been under the lens for allegedly willfully infecting over 4,200 people across India. Now, Times Now has learnt that the Delhi police charge sheet in the Delhi riots cases have pointed to the group's links to an alleged rioter. The alleged rioter is called Faisal Farooqi, and there are call records that link him to a close aide of Markaz chief, in fact, Maulana Saad. The Markaz chief's close associate is called Abdul Aleem. The exact nature of the association is now under intense scrutiny, but sources in the Delhi police have told Times Now that the Markaz may have provided funds for mobilization. Let's go across to Priyank, who's joining us for more on the story. Priyanka, you've broken this big story here on Times Now, and very clearly the role and the linkage between these two individuals is now what is being probed.
Yeah, certainly, Madhav, in this charge sheet which has been filed by the Delhi Police Crime Branch, they have specifically named Abdul Aleem, who is close associate of Maulana Saad, who was in touch with the owner of this Rajdhani Public School. This Rajdhani Public School is in Shiv Vihar. There's an arc-like structure, if our viewers can understand. On one side, Tahir Hussain was on a rampage. He was, leading the crowd, which was doing arsoning and firing. On the other side of this arc is Shiv Vihar, which also witnessed a very heavy loss of human life, as well as property was also damaged. And the owner of this particular Rajdhani school, Madhav, was the one who was very close associate of the Markaz chief's close associate, which clearly establishes the link that there was something which was going in the backdrop. We know that how Tahir Hussain also met members of the Jamia Coordination Committee in the month of January, and the plan was decided that how they should carry out further protests in the national capital, so that during the visit of President Donald Trump, there should be a larger impact which should be given. Communally sensitive area was taken out, and now it's for the further probe is still on, which might come in the supplementary charge sheet, that whether the role of Markaz will become under the accused or not, that is yet to be known to us.
All right, Priyank, thanks so much for joining us with that update. And moving on, all that Ankit Sharma's family wants now is justice. Listen in.
जिस तरीके से दिल्ली पुलिस ने कम समय में सभी आरोपियों को अरेस्ट करके आज कोर्ट में चार्जशीट दाखिल की है, उसके लिए मेरा पूरा परिवार दिल्ली पुलिस का आभार प्रकट करना चाहता है। हमारा पूरा समाज, हमारा पूरा देश मेरे भाई के लिए इंसाफ का इंतज़ार कर रहा है। हम सब ये चाहते हैं कि जो भी दंगाई थे, जिन्होंने मेरे भाई को इतनी बुरी तरीके से मारा, उन सभी को फांसी होनी चाहिए। और मैं यह सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से विनती करता हूं कि मेरे भाई को सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट शहीद का दर्जा दे।
And Times also spoke to Faisal Farooq's father about the stinging allegations. While he admits that his son had ties to the Markaz, he also insists that his son is the victim and not the cold-blooded rioter, as being projected by the Delhi police.
पुलिस की चार्जशीट में ये भी बताया गया है कि आपके जो पर्सन है उनके कॉन्टैक्ट्स जामिया के लोगों के साथ पिंजरा तोड़वा लोग
नहीं, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है। पिंजरा तोड़ से हमारा कोई मतलब नहीं है और उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है। हाँ, हमारा बेटा जो है कभी कभी देवबंद जाता है, इसमें कोई रात नहीं है। और निजामुद्दीन भी जाता है, उसमें कोई बात नहीं है। और उसका वो धार्मिक प्रवृत्ति का है, लेकिन ज़्यादा धार्मिक प्रवृत्ति का नहीं है।
All right, and for more on this, let's go across to our guests who are joining us live. Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson of the BJP, is live with us. We also have Geeta Bhatt, academician, joining us via Skype. Zina Shaukat Ali, activist, is with us as well. Shadab Chauhan, national spokesperson of the Peace Party, is with us, as is Maulana Saeed Al Qadri, president of the Qadri International Organization. Let me begin with you first, Maulana Qadri, and begin by asking you, these individuals or this particular person, Farooq, has some very serious charges. He is associated with a school where that catapult was found, where clearly that Rajdhani school was used by whoever to sort of spread the violence, and now his links of this individual with the Markaz are coming out. This very clearly points to some serious questions as far as the role of the Markaz vis-a-vis what happened in the Delhi riots.
First of all, I would like to say that it's point and I will not support. Second point is charge sheets are to be believed. Then the top BJP leaders, especially Home Minister of India, should have been into the jail. So this will all go into the process. The court will decide.
Sir.
The Delhi police has done a charge sheet. Now let us see the court. They have to prove
the
in
problem,
the court
sir.
of law. Then only things will go. And
So you do not
another
think
thing,
these charges
if
are
any
serious?
individual-
You do believe that these charges are not serious?
I mean to say that these are charged by the Delhi police. Now the court will decide. I mean,
Of course.
even the Home Minister was charged with very,
So firstly, two wrongs don't make a
wrong.
right, but even if that is the case, even one is to accept your argument, at least surely come out and condemn this, sir. Why do you not condemn this kind of behavior? If this is really linked to the Markaz as is being said by the charge sheet, then that should be a matter of concern. All right, I'll get Shazia Ilmi to comment on that. Shazia Ilmi, here you find what Maulana Qadri is saying. Do you agree with him? Because at the end of the day, this is what the Delhi police has found as far as the investigation is concerned. Should it just be brushed aside the carpet?
No, I'm quite shocked at what Qadri Saab is saying, and this goes against all principles of human justice. The Delhi police, or whichever police has put all the investigation together, has taken into account forensics and the testimonies of many witnesses, some of them going up to 60 to 70 persons, and the call detailed records, as well as many other evidence that has been collected. Of course, the courts will decide, as is the case in our country, that the courts will decide as to how solid the investigation is. But the fact of the matter is that there is real evidence in place. And I'm shocked to see here anybody defend Tahir Hussain and all those who masterminded it. Now that we're coming to know and discovering that actually Umar Khalid was also, as well as Pinjra Tod activists, and all of them were in touch with each other. There were actually WhatsApp groups which are telling women what to do.
And the Markaz.
How to boil.
Not to
And
forget.
now that Markaz has come into the picture, makes it really very murky and very sad. I think there is a really deep conspiracy, and and Muslims are being used as political fodder by these Modi haters, and I really think they should not allow themselves to be used anymore.
All
because
right.
this is exactly what is being done here.
All
and
right.
if that is the case, it's very serious.
Let me get a response from Shadab Chauhan. He is in fact from the Peace Party. Shadab Chauhan जी, ये कहा जा रहा है, शाज़िया इल्मी कह रही है कि राजनीतिक प्रयोग किया जा रहा है मुसलमानों का. She says they are being misused. क्या जवाब देंगे आप इन्हें?
बिल्कुल मैं शाजिया जी की बात से पूरी तरह के मुसलमानों का उपयोग किया जा रहा है राजनीति के लिए, दलितों के, पिछड़ों के मुद्दे दबाने के लिए,
वो जो आपकी
रोजगार इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के मुद्दे दबाने के लिए भाजपा और आरएसएस कर रही है.
जो मुसलमानों को डराते हैं, ताहिर हुसैन जैसे लोग जो हैं, ताहिर हुसैन जैसे लोग जो है, अमानतुल्लाह लोग जैसे हैं, जैसे कि शर्जील इमाम है, वो मुसलमानों को इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. शर्जील इमाम जैसे लोग, उमर खालिद जैसे लोग, और सुनिए उमर खालिद जैसे लोग ये इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. ये मैं कह रही हूँ. आप सुनिए, ये कर रहे हैं. ये अमानतुल्लाह मुसलमानों का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं.
आप इतना क्यों इंटरवेंस हो जा रही है? आप सुनने की हिम्मत करिए. दूसरी बात, दिल्ली पुलिस जो है खुद इसमें इन्वॉल्वमेंट है, और ये बात हाईकोर्ट ने भी कही थी. और रही बात जो अभी चार्जशीट फाइल की गई है, चार्जशीट कोई सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जजमेंट तो नहीं है. हमारे यहाँ के आतंकवाद के आरोपी भी शाजिया इल्मी साहिबा की पार्टी के सांसद है, जो टेररिज्म के आरोपी है. उससे बड़ा तो कोई आरोप है नहीं. दूसरी चीज, जो दिल्ली में मरकज से जो कनेक्ट किया जा रहा है, ऐसे करोड़ों लोग वैष्णो देवी से जुड़े हुए वो अपराध करते हैं, तो क्या जिम्मेदार
सर करोड़ों लोगों की कनेक्शन होगी और बात होगी, लेकिन चार्जशीट में उसका भाग नहीं बनते इतने आसानी से. गीता भट्ट, प्लीज कम इन ऑन दिस. व्हाट इज दिस आर्ग्यूमेंट दैट इज कमिंग इन ओवर हियर दैट देयर आर thousands and crores of such conversations that happen? Is that any sort of justification?
Madhavji, you see, the revelations that have come out once the charge sheet has been filed by Delhi Police, it has been rather shocking. We have seen that how there are organizations who have been involved in terror activities before and have cases against them, like PFI and student group, who are ultra left, or rather Naxal bent of mind. They coming together. These were already, we were seeing this plot unfolding. But this new revelation of about where the Tablighi's name has also come, Maulana Saad's name has come out, and the involvement of Mr. Farooqi in all this is something, because you see Tablighi outside India there have been reports that they had terror involvement, but in India they have been known to be of fundamentalist mindset and very orthodox. That we have seen also of what unfolded during this whole corona episode, but never has before this kind of an involvement come into light. Of course, further investigation will prove further how much truth is there in this. But it will really come out as a shocker that this kind of an involvement and the preparations were going on since January. The statement that has been recorded and put forth by the police in the charge sheet, where it very categorically shows that Mr. Umar Khalid had said that something big is going to happen, and people have to prepare in Delhi during the time that the president is going to visit. This is something, the kind of a deep conspiracy that is there.
Yes, they have made
right
statements
in Delhi.
Let me just come in on this. I want to bring in Zeenat Shaukat Ali. Zeenat Shaukat Ali, the fact is that the organization, the Tablighi Jamaat, its antecedents are very well known. It is extremely conservative in nature. But what is very shocking is that now the name of one of the key operatives of the chief of Maulana Saad, his key associate's name comes up in a charge sheet as far as the Delhi riot investigation is concerned. Are you surprised, Zeenat Shaukat Ali?
This is a very serious question, and it is a very serious matter. So what I would like to say first is that, when Maulana Saad is absconding, why has he not yet got caught and brought to book for whatever he has said and done, which I have also condemned on national television and on India Today. So now what I would like to know is that when we have collected this evidence, as Shazia has pointed out, first it has to be proved in the court of law, and it is a serious matter. So why is Maulana himself, Saad, absconding? And as of now, I think it's been a while. He should have been caught, he should have been brought to book, and whatever the course the law must take.
Yes.
Whoever has done the wrong, and if they are involved in any activity of terrorism, whoever he or she may be has to answer and has to be held responsible. So therefore, before we make attacks of this kind, my question is that what is the Delhi police doing as of now, not catching hold of Maulana Saad? Because I think he's one of the key principals, and these other guys, the other two men you have mentioned, maybe his right hand, his left hand, his right eye, and his left eye, but he is the principal person. And when he has made statements, and when we have to prove something, then, sir, I think, it is to my mind, I would like to be very, very clear and 100% sure of what I am saying.
Yeah,
and
I will certainly put that question across to the BJP. But I first want to ask Maulana Qadri. Maulana Qadri ji, agar Maulana Saad innocent hai, why doesn't he submit himself before the law? Why is he still absconding, sir? सर, कोई absconding का मतलब समझते हैं आप? Absconding का मतलब समझते हैं आप? Absconding का मतलब नहीं समझते हैं आप? नहीं, आपको absconding का मतलब समझाओ मैम नेशनल टेलीविजन पे। सर, जो आदमी भगौड़ा है पहले सबसे पहले सवाल उनके बिहेवियर पे उठेगा। मैं एजेंसी से जरूर सवाल पूछूंगा, लेकिन सबसे पहले सवाल उनके बिहेवियर पे उठता है। सर, first to explain to me, where is Maulana Saad? Do you know where is Maulana Saad? Why is he underground? Why is he underground? Why hasn't he submitted himself before law? If he has committed a wrong, if he is innocent, whatever may be the case, why doesn't he submit himself before the law? No answers coming there. No answers coming there from either Shadab Chauhan or Maulana Qadri. I want to take a question across to Shazia Ilmi. Shazia Ilmi, and I think Zeenat Shaukat Ali somewhere has a point when she says that if this person, now it has been several weeks, why has the Delhi police been able to not trace this individual? Maulana Saad.
So they're two separate cases. We're talking about Delhi riots and the charge sheet there, where we've just found a link with somebody who's a close hand of Maulana Saad. Maulana Saad himself, several notices have gone to him, and I'm sure, I can't speak for the police, but I'm sure that the legal process is is being adhered to, and whenever they have to arrest him, they will. I think it's important to get together and put together all the evidence before you make the arrest. So I think let it all happen. But this happened much before that, and this is to do with the Delhi riots, what I'm talking about, Tahir Hussain, and the involvement of Markaz and especially one of the functionaries. And going back there, I'm hearing a lot of questions about Parvesh.
All right. So
Kapil
certainly,
Mishra. So let me answer.
Yeah.
Let me answer.
Yeah, very quickly.
Debates were done. Many of us said this should not have been said. In fact, even Amit Shah said that those comments need not have been made. But are we comparing that with the masterminds of the riots? People are responsible for death of so many Indians.
All right.
Are we comparing this
All
to
right,
the
Shazia Alvi, we're completely out of time on this debate. I'd like to thank you, Geeta Bhatt, as well as Maulana Qadri, Shadab Chauhan and Zeenat Shaukat Ali for joining us this evening on Nation Wants to Know. Here are some quick updates coming in as far as Corona is concerned. India's COVID recovery rate is over 48%. The COVID fatality rate has dropped to 2.8%.